Hello, welcome back to another video tutorial here at Geekatplay Studios. My name is Gary Miller. The other day I had a forum member ask me how to model a Shakespeare type collar like you see this woman wearing. I'm not sure whether it's Shakespearean or Elizabethan, but this type of collar is what we're going to create today in Hexagon. And I'm also going to give it a lacy texture, and then we'll take it into Poser and do some work with it in there. So that's the project we're going to start off and complete today. So let me get rid of this woman. And here we are in Poser. First thing I want to do, and I don't use this often, is I'm going to display my ground plane. Spin around to a top view. Come over here to lines, and I'm going to create a circle here. And 20 points is enough. If you want a more detailed collar, then certainly you'll want to use more points. Okay, come over here into point mode. Select those two. Now I'm just going to select every other point on this collar. There we are. Spin around so I can see it straight on. And I'm just going to drag it up to about like that. There we are. Now I'm going to right click and make a selection out of all of my points. Come over here to chamfer tool and let's add 4 there. And as you see what I'm doing, I am adding that nice ruffled edge that these collars have. Validate that. There we go. And come over here to vertex tools, sweep surface. I'm going to sweep my surface, hit my space bar, and I think I will use the spacebar function, which is the extrude, and because I don't want it down at the bottom in the middle, I think I'll have it up here at the top and about there. I guess if you want to be really accurate in modeling this, you will want to bring a poser figure here into Hexagon, but I'm not going to do that. And I think I'll just drag that down a little bit. Okay, now first thing we need to do is we need to UV map this. So I'm going to come over here to my UV paint tab, come over here to a vertical split screen, and making sure that I am in the left-hand mode. If I'm in this mode, I can't change my projection setting. I want to be in this mode. As you see, it has this white line around it showing this is the active view, and I'm going to click on planar projection. Do I want to replace the gizmo? Yes, I do. Let me turn off my texture. That doesn't look very usable. You can see how the texture map on here, the texture checker is all warped. And that's fine. All we need to do is change the projection setting to Y. And we have a perfect texture map. In fact, if you look at the texture checker, there's very little, if any, distortion on it. I think maybe the distortion that we do see is because of the various angles, and that's fine, so I'll validate that. Now what I need to do is I need to put a texture on here. Well, I think collars like this usually have a lacy texture, so over at renderosity, let me go there now. There are a bunch of freebie textures. Come over here to the free stuff, and come down here to search, and I'll show you the one that I chose. Just type in lace, and the one that I chose for this project is right down here, and I just clicked on download. So this is the one that we're going to use, and I've already got it on my desktop. So it's already got a material applied to it. I'm going to change that material to a texture image, and on my desktop, there it is right there. So there is our material applied. If you want to change where the inside of the collar falls on the material, then you can just change the diameter of the inside circle like that. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. I'm going to come back to a full screen. I'm going to Control D to duplicate that object. I'm going to click on this little rotational thing and hold down the Shift key until it snaps, until I have a perfect offset. And I'm happy with that. So I'm going to save this whole thing, export it as a wavefront object, collar for poser. I'll put it there on my desktop. Yeah, save. Okay, let's come into poser now. I've got my poser woman loaded. Now I'm going to import that collar, import wavefront object, and for now I'll place it on the floor, and collar for poser, and there it is. Let me display some of my tools. Working in a small screen like this, oh, there are my tools over here. Let me drag them in. Okay, click on my collar. Let me just drag it up here along the y-axis. And we'll scale it down. Drag it up. Scale it down. Now, Poser does offer a tool that allows you to deform objects. And in its current state, this collar is not going to be real deformable because, let's come back here to Hexagon, because we don't have any subdivisions in the center. So if you want to customize this to lay more flat on your poser character, say so it droops down along her chest and comes up over her arms, you're going to want to add some subdivisions to this object in Hexagon, and then you'll have more polygons, and you'll be able to deform it a little bit better. Okay, well, this looks fine, except a black and white collar leaves much to be desired. Fortunately, that texture collection that we got from Renderosity also comes with a transparency map. So, click on Material, and I'm going to come down here to Transparency, Browse, come over here to my desktop, and if I'm able to locate it, I will load into there the transparency for this. There it is, and that's what I want, and I'm going to hit OK. Come back into the Pose tab, and there is our color for our poser character. Now let me select it. I guess we could squash it down a little bit along the Y, or we can stretch it out along the Y, depending upon what our needs are. But there is a Elizabethan excuse me, I think it's Elizabethan, that would be the pronunciation that I've heard, type of collar for a poser character. Let's do a quick little render and we're done. Doesn't really go with a bikini, but hey, I'm not Mr. Fashion Police myself, so I guess I won't complain. So that's it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching here at Geekatplay Studios. My name's Gary Miller. Have a good day.